Hello explorers and welcome back to another gameplay video. So there seems like we haven't been in this house, or at least we have missed some clues. So let's go back and look at all the pictures in Roy's house.
The couple radiated something akin to lightheartedness, to freedom. Perhaps some people out there truly found a way to live happily ever after.
It seems like I didn't loot all the things here for some reason. Fill up the water bottle. So we have those.
A picture of Wilfred in his youth. Carl figured right away that the man must have been some kind of wildlife officer.
So last episode we found a flare gun, which is nice. So now we can scare off the wolves instead of killing them, which is very unfortunate. We've been required to shoot a lot of wolves. And again, they have been attacking us, so yeah. It seems like we have done most of this. That's on the way out. Oh, a book.
Simone de Beauvoir, Claude Lévi-Strauss, Hannah Arendt, Roland Barthes. Carl was surprised by the literature filling this liberal-leaning bookcase. Could there really be intellectuals dwelling in this far-off land?
Everything here, so we have a flare gun now. After a long hunt. So let's go and check Roy's mailbox and see if we have anything there. So we have another letter here. Dear Mr. Roy, I'm writing this because I feel guilty. The other day Martin and I were taking a stroll not far from your house and we saw the door to your shed was open. I wanted us to mind our own business, but Martin likes living on the edge. He took a few shiny things, including some bullets. Now my dad always told me never to play with those things. So I immediately put them back, but Martin hid the other things. I confess, Mr. Roy, I have so many regrets, but you must call the police. You won't call them, will you? Mustn't call the police. My father would be so angry. I will bring back all your things, I promise. Marie Bernard. Okay. Ah, so... Martin and Marie Bernard still haven't found their keys. Where are the keys for the Bernard's house? Yeah, Bernard's house. Right. And the tip I got was look under the welcome mat.
What was even the point of locking your door if everyone hid their key in the same place?
Well, I
Carl was starting to feel like his investigator life lacked challenge. The house smelled like incense, the kind that reminds you of the good Lord, of peace.
Well, I didn't find it, so it was very good good security for me, I guess. No loose change in the cracks. Okay. So.
Religion was very influential throughout Quebec many years ago. Indeed, it was surprising that Carl did not come across a single chapel since arriving here.
Let's see the woods around. Should have found that key much earlier. obviously. But I didn't. So, just roll with it. How did it draw the sun? That's a good question. TV is on the other side, yeah. You're so right.
The perfect cookie-cutter Catholic family, most likely attending church every Sunday.
Yep, probably. There's the sun. Oh.
Who knew that giraffes thrived in the North Pole? The craze for toys was stupefying.
And the most important thing is that Martin had a lot of giraffes.
The family's mother must have spent her days washing the filth off her kids' diapers.
Ah, because they were hanging to dry. I see. If you didn't know that, didn't see that, that's a really weird thing to note. But it makes a little bit more sense now that I saw that. Let's see if I can trigger this one. Works of art. Marie's diary.
Jean-Luc
Page 1.
Bédard had without a doubt been the closest man in the village to William Hamilton, otherwise known as Uncle Willie.
I have a diary, just like Mom. Unlike her, though, I don't wear a long face when writing. But I do love to write my thoughts. And about Martin, most of all. I love talking about him. I think he loves me too. Just like Romeo and Juliet. People don't like it when I see him only because he's Blaise. But just like in the story, nothing can stand in the way of true love. I lost appetite. I can't sleep anymore. Every waking hour, intense shivers run through my body. Dad is making me see Dr. Bonaparte with this big hand touching me everywhere. His fool's breath exalting all over my face. Yuck. I'm not sick. I'm in love. I love Martin so much. There's nothing like better than thinking about us playing together like we always do. I wonder if he would found the key I lost the other day. He was pretty sad when I did, because it's for his dad's garden shed, and Martin has always been afraid of him. I think Martin's dad is a bit like Dad's god. The key fell in a burrow next to the shed. Poor Martin, he cried like a baby, but still I love him. Yeah, we have found that key. Mom often cries when she feels lonely. I think there's no reason for her to cry. Mom can be stupid sometime. Dad works a lot because of that wealthy Englishman bought everything. That's what notaries do. They make sure that people get what they want, what they pay for, basically. It's complicated, but that's how Dad explained it to me. The rich guy doesn't look half as bad as Martin told me he was. When I saw him this morning at Dad's office, he told me, "Call me Uncle Willie." I found that pretty funny, plus he gave me candy. Okay, it was kind of an old and dry, but still candy. I think Dad gets along well with Uncle Willie, because when he's with him, he laughs the same way he does with Father Label. I had to gobble up Dr. Bree's horrible medicine, because if I hadn't, I wouldn't have made it to Christmas, or so he said. I haven't seen Martin in weeks, nor did I go to school for that matter. Dad has been praying beside my bed every morning for a while now, and at bedtime too. Today he went hunting with Uncle Willie, and he told me to ask God to bless him with my prayers. I think this has to do with the medicine. That's only the richest of rich can afford. Dad told me he'll paying for Uncle Willie's until the day he dies, and that I should do the same. God, Father Label, and now Uncle Willie. I wonder when Dad finds the time to pray for Santa Claus. How can Mommy be so stupid? And she's getting fat too. She cries like a newborn puppy all the time. It's so annoying. I came across Martin today. He seemed pretty thin and maybe kind of dirty. He doesn't look as neat and presentable as Uncle Willie, that's for sure. Okay. Weird. So can we light the lamps? We don't need our flashlight. So she was sick. Okay. And another journal entry. Right here.
Dream catchers originated from First Nations legends. They were used to trap nightmares.
Sylvie's diary.
The Bedards had vacated the premises. Carl gathered they would be of no help.
Jean-Luc never had a knack for mathematics. Try as he might, he never realized that he simply cannot be the father of the child I'm bearing. But how can I be sure? I have to keep this a secret, at least until the time is right, when it'll be safe. Dr. Bonaparte told me it would start showing soon, that I couldn't keep it hidden forever. Gotta muster courage, he said, with his usual condescending tone, courage to face what is coming. But he doesn't get it at all. For him, I just had some childish affair. He doesn't realize I brought eternal damnation upon myself. Mary is very sick and Jean-Luc plunges into despair. I told him nothing about the evil growing inside me. Sometimes I get the feeling he can see right through me. My Marie's suffering and I'm the old one to blame. Oh Lord Almighty, why do children have to pay for their parents' sins? Marie has recovered, but there's something really gloomy about her now. She's always seemed so sad. Maybe she caught a glimpse of what dying is like. What if she is unhappy child now because of me? Jean-Luc truly honored me 2 nights ago. If the baby makes it, maybe Dr. Bonaparte could convince him it was born prematurely. It's my only way out. We're heading to Lac-Chien tomorrow to visit Jean-Luc's mother. I need to. The situation is untenable now and I fear the worst. Okay. So they have left too, and we haven't found the last body. But at least we have solved one of the issues we had. How to get into Jean-Luc's home. Now we don't have to wonder about that anymore. So let's look at the journal. What have we solved now? Cold mystery. The Bernard's family's loom was completely empty, not a living soul. They got lucky, no rushed escape from the only easy vacation with the family in Saint-Lucian. Okay. Yeah, and we're back.
Carl sensed that the cold was beating a retreat, as if he was moving away from some kind of center of gravity.
So, in order to actually walk through the ice wall, we need to find all the bodies. So we have found Lawrence, we have found in the garage, we found Lamont, And we have also found Giselle frozen in ice. So we have one missing body, and I have been scouring around trying to figure out which one it is, and actually came to the rescue, and they said that there should be one body, or the developer said that there should be one body down by the last cabin down here, third cabin. So behind that cabin there should be one more body in the woodlots. So I guess that we need to go down here and look and see if we can find the last one. Because I thought that we had explored this area thoroughly. It seems like we are missing a body down here, which is a pretty big thing to miss, actually. I'm not really sure how we could have ran past the frozen dude in the ice, but apparently I've done that. So we are here. Let's see if we can find the lost frozen. Hadn't touched him? Are you kidding me? I just went in here and looked around without touching him. You must be kidding me. Yeah, seems like it. So he's doing something here. He's building something. Oh, somebody's opening the door. Okay. So he went to the bridge. That started burning. Okay, and then I tried to open it, but it was locked from the outside. Somebody was holding it in. And then it froze. That's how it happened. I threw something into the bucket. Okay. Journey.
Something very important must have been in there for the man to take such time and effort to hide it. But Carl didn't know how to reach it.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm pretty sure how to reach it, because I've built this bridge and I have been trying for ages to get into it. Crazy thought.
Carl had no idea how to interpret a message like that. On the surface, it seemed like he had one half too many of this puzzle. Enough to know he shouldn't take this testimony as gospel. The entire thing, being some punishment for a murder committed by Hamilton, seemed like an outlandish theory. Carl was doubtful.
I saw something in the woods on the solemn day of October 6th, 1970. No man should ever see. The aliens are there. They are roaming in our woods. They will invade us from down to sunny Mexico. They are massive, twice as tall as a man. They are half man, half caribou, half wolf. I'm sure the fact that I saw them means that they broke their military code. They are after me. If you are reading this, it's too late. I already been taken to the planet Elohim to be experimented on in a lab, and they are punishing me for not doing everything. When I witnessed that murder yesterday, I saw William Hamilton kill someone. Farewell. Okay. Yeah. Finally I found the lost body, and I had already found it. I just hadn't clicked on him. So frustrating. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna cut it here and start the next episode by going through the ice barrier. So I hope that you liked this episode, and I really hope to see you